every one of us who's not a prophet, we have defects in our hearts, and we have sicknesses. And you can go very high, and there are also sicknesses there. But people would not know. Hasanatul abrar, sayyiatul muqarrabin, that the good deeds of the righteous are the bad deeds of the people nearest to Allah, because they have got to go higher and higher and higher. And there are many things in us that are nothing at the lower level, but they're very big at the higher level. So we've got to get the heart right. We have to learn that. And As-Sanusi, Al-Bilali, other scholars, they say it is also fard ayn. It is an individual obligation to travel to that person who can help you get rid of the faults in your heart and help you get your heart right. MashaAllah, you blessed people, you came all the way to Konya, which is one of the most holy places on the face of the earth. This is a special city. This is a great city. And you did that because of the goodness of your heart. But also for you to take a trip like that, all the way from the east or the west or the south, Australia, where you may have been, or South Africa, just to get your heart right. You know, this is individual obligation. And we ask Allah, by the blessing of His prophets and His messengers and His angels and His saints, to get our hearts right, to make this city and to make this time here a time of curing. And we never get sick after that, bi'ithnillahi ta'ala. And we stay together and we stay strong. This is your salvation. This is my salvation. Nothing counts to me more than that. Nothing counts to you more than that. This life is very short. Even if you live 1,000 years, everything finite is short. And when you go into the next world, the barzakh, the intermediary zone, the third life, the only thing that will mean anything to you is, did I please you, my Lord? Did I truly obey in you? Did I obey you? Was my heart your heart, or was it mine? That's all that counts. Okay, so this is an obligation, individual obligation. And in many ways, it is the most important of them all. When your heart becomes your concern, then you will be resolved to make it healthy. And you are people of good hearts. And inshallah, of healthy hearts. But when your heart is healthy, you want to make it stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, right? And you want to make it a heart that is not just healthy, but that cures other hearts. That cures other hearts. The fact that you are concerned with your heart, it is an indication that your heart is alive. It's not dead. I care about my heart. You care about your heart. It means your heart is alive. And that is a good sign. That's a very good sign. And it also means that you have the gift of the inner eye, of the Basira. The Basira. Alhamdulillah, we all, to my knowledge, have the gift of sight physically in this room. Many of our blessed brothers and sisters don't have that. May Allah bless them and protect them. Okay? But the gift of sight alone can do very little but describe. That's all it can do. When we depend on the five senses, seeing, hearing, smelling, taste, and touch, then all we can do is describe the world in front of us. It's rough, it's smooth, it's fragrant, it's not fragrant, it's yellow, it's blue, it's bright, it's dark, it's loud, it's silent, it has melody, it has no melody. You might not even be able to say that with the ear. Okay, that's all you can do. You can describe it. You can't say it's beautiful. You can't say it's meaningful. You can't say it embodies truth. You can't say that it has design. Okay, none of those things, which are the truths about reality, can be said just by this beautiful eye that is in your head. That is said by the Basira. That is said by the inner eye. And if you are concerned about your heart, as inshallah we are, then you have the gift of the inner eye. And also, just as the heart becomes healthy and stronger, then we ask Allah to make our inner eye stronger and more perceptive until we see outwardly with the inner eye with which we see inwardly. Allahumma waffiqna lima tuhibbuhu wa tarda وجعلنا من عبيدك السعداء وأمتنا على كلمة الهدى علمنا ما ينفعنا ووفقنا للعمل بما علمتنا به واجعل ما نحن فيه خالصا مخلصا لوجهك الكريم يا رب العالمين اللهم اجعل تجمعنا هذا تجمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا بعده تفرقا معصوما لا شقيا منا ولا محروما آمين 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 يا رب العالمين. Let's take some minutes for questions. Okay? Bismillah. 2 questions. Isn't it part of our aqidah that we believe that Allah enables us to do evil and bad deeds? Does that not mean that Allah can turn the dark heart to a lightened one, or vice versa? May Allah teach us our creed. And this is a beautiful question. And your questions are very good questions, by the way, which is an indication of the fact that, mashallah, this is a good group of people, mashallah, serious people, thinking people. First of all, the brother or sister who wrote this says, does not Allah enable us? We don't use that word. Okay, we have to be very careful about the language we use. We have to be very careful about the cognitive frames, the paradigms that we tie into. God put us in this world to be tested. And the test is the test of good and evil. The test is the test of what is beautiful and ugly. And God, in this test, tests the heart by putting before it alternatives. And He puts before us a good deed, and He enables us to acquire it with the heart. And then the limbs. The heart is what acquires actions. And He puts before us ugly deeds and evil deeds. And also, it is to see, do you want that? No, I don't want that. So I refuse to acquire it. But if I wanted to, I could, and I would be hurt. I would be hurt. The day of judgment is the day when we see the results of all of our actions. And we think of the day of judgment as the day when our acts will be weighed, which they will be. And in fact, in this structure of reality that we have the realm of the malakut, which is mentioned in the Quran and in hadith, and we have the realm of the mulk, which is this reality that is tangible before us that everyone knows. Okay, so in the realm of the mulk, I say a word. And it's not even like a bird, it's just sound that vibrates in the air and disappears. And it's almost as if it were nothing. So what if I lied? It doesn't make any difference. And then we do a deed, a good deed or a bad deed. But after it's done, it's gone, right? Maybe the effects of it remain. But that's not true. Every word and every deed relates to the structure of reality in the malakut, where it has symbolic meaning as well as concrete social reality. And toward the end of time, the realm of the malakut begins to take over the realm of the mulk. And things begin to happen that you never thought could happen. This is a sign of the end. All right? And on the day of judgment, all of the things that we said all of the things that we did, they will confront us. And as a rule, they confront us in the image of what they are symbolically. So they can actually be weighed. And the books in which they are can actually be weighed. So this is the way we believe, right? All of us, a standard belief. But actually, reward and punishment, they also take place here. So when you acquire a good deed, which you can do, then Allah rewards you by putting light in your heart and making good deeds lighter. So you can do more, and you will do more. And then you will get better and better. And when we acquire evil, and we all do that, often unwittingly, maybe even unwillingly, then there is something else that is acquired. And God can forgive it. And He is most forgiving. And then we get back to where we were. We took one step back, inshallah, we take one step forward. But when we become habituated in doing things, in thinking things, in saying things that are not right, then there may be punishment. And the punishment is that then Allah turns us to what we turned ourselves toward. And it gets worse and worse. And this is what we call also istidraj, when Allah leads us on the path of misguidance step by step without our being conscious. So, we do believe that we are here, we can acquire good, we can acquire evil, and God can change all of that. And He can turn the dark heart into a living heart. He can bring water from rocks. He brings the living from the dead. And He can take the heart that is asleep or the heart that is dead, and He can bring it to life. We ask, and a lot of times, this is also why it's very important for you to embody the greatness of this religion and realize that when you mix with people, you have an effect on them. And the stronger that you are in faith, the stronger the effect on them will be also bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. We don't have any more time? Okay, I'll keep these questions. And I'll try to see that you have time for asking questions. All right? I'm not going to say it's a promise because I don't like to break promises. And I always have a hard time with that promise. اللهم ما مننت به علينا فتممه وما أنعمت به فلا تسلبه وما علمته فاغفره وما سترته فلا تهتكه تمام نعمتك ودوام عافيتك يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث أصلح لنا شؤوننا كلها ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا ولا إلى أحد من خلقك طرفة عين ولا أقل من ذلك وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. This is a dream for me. To be in Konya, this is a dream. I've been here before. And then to be here with people like you, this is a dream, inshallah.